oldest single malt Scotch whiskey ever bottled is expected to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction next month. Sotheby's is teaming up with whiskey company Gordon and MacPhail to auction the 80-year-old Scotch next month in Hong Kong. And that whiskey is from Glenlivet Distillery and was originally put into an oak cask back in 1940. It'll come in a specially designed decanter and oak case. And some auction officials think it could sell between $100,000 and $200,000. If you don't bid, you still can get a taste. Gordon and MacPhail says it plans to release 249 additional decanters of the 80-year-old Scotch. Wow, that's a lot of money. I understand that, Scotch can be a little expensive, especially if it's aged for a long time.
80 years old.
Man, I bet it's really tasty, but I don't know if the price is worth it. I definitely would give it a shot, though, if someone offered me some.
$200,000. Why does everything that's so unique have to be so expensive to where it's like, okay, it's maybe some other person will have to do it because the average Joe like me and you, we can't afford that.
At that point, though, if you spend that much money on it, I feel like I wouldn't have the heart to open it, right? Like, I'd have to show everyone, like, when they come over. If anything, they could have, like, a drop. I would just put a little drop.
You can, pull Vanna White, be like, here you go.
Yeah, right? But, yeah, I don't know if I would, have to have the heart to open it up eventually. But.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's like one of those things, you value something, you want to save it, but at the same time, know if you save it, especially food, it goes bad. So you almost have to get your value out of it, or drinks in this case too, and just enjoy it or maybe share it with others. And 80 years old, I just can't get over that. And $200,000, that's just two mind-boggling things right there in one story.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, speaking of mind-bogglings, though, now's your chance to own an ancient dinosaur fossil. The skeleton of the world's largest Triceratops is going up for sale at the Drew Out Auction House in October. I hope I said that right. Dubbed Big John, the animal lived 66 million years ago on an island continent that's stretched from present-day Alaska to Mexico. That is quite a ways. It was discovered in South Dakota in 2014. The fossil is 60% complete with a skull that's nearly 9 feet long and 7 feet wide. Big John is expected to fetch $1.5 million. That's a lot of money there again at an auction. Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton sold at auction last year for nearly $32 million. Paleontologists have warned against selling fossils into private hands because it slows the scientific process. And they do have a good point there too. Yeah. I mean, science tries to learn a lot here. And when you get money involved, it just gets messy there in that case. And I mean, I'm noticing a money theme with what's trending this morning. Everything is just too ridiculously expensive and everything else, where someone that has a whole lot of money can just do something like that. But yeah, science, it's a delicate process, as we've noticed. And whenever money gets involved, it really can kind of mess with either how productive or how not productive science can be.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people who thinks that something like this should be kept at a museum and maybe updated over time. Maybe they'll find, first of all, Big John is a great name, so maybe they'll find more Big John's bones, that help kind of complete the puzzle there. But I don't know, maybe if you're a billionaire, you can buy Big John and that whiskey and, sit back in your mansion and drink your whiskey while you just look at Big John.
Maybe, right? Maybe sit on his comfy couch like what we have here and maybe enjoy it from there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, speaking of wacky animals, wildlife photographers from all over the world are going for big laughs as a sampling of the 2021 Comedy Wildlife Photo Awards finalists have been revealed. So try not to smile at these priceless pics that are among the finalists for the 2021 Comedy Wildlife Photo Awards. A selection of 42 images made the final cut from over 7,000 shots submitted by photogs from all over the world. Viewers have until October 10th to cast a vote for their favorite image online at comedywildlifephoto.com, and the winner will be revealed on October 22nd. Last year's winner was Mark Fitzpatrick, who caught a shot in the Great Barrier Reef of a turtle seemingly giving the camera the bird. There it is right there, blurred out. The awards were co-founded by a pair of photographers who aim to promote wildlife conservation through humor. They say images like these are a reminder that wildlife is truly incredible and hilarious, and that we have to do everything we can to protect it.
Yeah, we gotta make the FCC happy there. So I can understand why they blurred out an animal flipping off the camera, which is no different than a human flipping it off too.
Man. Well, I think, in this case, obviously, these animals have no idea in the context of what that is, right? So it's so funny, and animals can be big, derps at time too, and just like hilarious, make us laugh. My dog does it every day, right? But seeing just these images, just a moment captured in time of all these little wacky faces and stuff is really
And some
funny.
of those pictures are just truly amazing. It almost looks like it's just true art that you wouldn't even think it's real, but it is.
Yeah, it is. Make a lot of cool faces.
Yeah, maybe yeah, like that cool face right there too.